Cheers and welcome my friends to Let's Try Expeditions Viking. I'm Horath and we have just been we're just done with the war council that we held after our village has been raided by Northmen led by Gunnar, a wolf-headed and all-around fearsome big man. And we've decided that we are going to try and build a longboat and try to reach England, the fabled shores of England that our father has been in search for so long, to counter the intrigue of Skule Skullcleaver, because he's been apparently setting up the Northmen to raid our village, because he tries to sort of gain control of our clan. He seems to not be satisfied with the huge amount of power he already wields, which seems to be sort of the nature of power-hungry guys. They always want more than they have, so... yeah, we have a couple of things to do. We do have to find more people to join our crew. Takes at least 10 to crew a longship, recruit any clansmen who'll join you, then travel to Reeb and hire some mercenaries to round off the crew. Recruit at least 9 Hirdmen for your expedition. Some mercenaries optional. Consider offering Gunnar a place in your herd if you'll have him. Yeah, I gladly have him. It might be fine. Oh, there's a little bit of thing happening there on the side. My green screen. I'm very sorry for that. That should solve the problem. Yeah, it did. I'll try to recruit him. That might not be too bad. Then we have to build a longship, so we have to talk with our with the carpenter of our village, Thorfinn, with the really cool portrait picture. We've already seen him once, and then we also have heard stories of a grave of a king that is buried on an island in the Baltic Sea, and we're gonna try to plunder that if possible, or at least we're gonna ask after it first. So we're nearly through, I think, with the prologue for now. So let's just continue. It's looking good. It's looking good. We do have a lot of skill points. I might actually upgrade some of the guys. I can upgrade his bow ability, which I'm gladly going to do. Increases the damage he does with the bows. He also has a better bow now that we plundered from one of the friends of Gunnar. So he should do a lot of damage now, 73 to 80. So if he really hits, he can now nearly take out another person. Yeah, skill point wise, you're done. 8. What about you? Well, what could be useful is actually the, no, not sneak attack. Armor piercing for all attacks could be very useful. Keen eye, and he does have the perception for it. And one other thing, 5% chance to get 1 extra action when using normal attacks. I think we mostly want to go for the aim shot. We're not really using normal attacks with him. We could go for the critical chance though. That's 6 points. I really like the armor piercing though. So I guess we're gonna go for armor piercing with him just to have that for all attacks. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. You have 22, which, yeah, this will allow me to upgrade your sword ability as well. So that makes you a better fighter. I've given you the hardened. That's fine. I think we're gonna go for Strider. Can't do this because this requires perception 6. The flanking is quite nice, although it only gives another 10% increase. Flanking is already pretty useful. Yeah, I'm not sure we really need that. +1 movement can make the difference. Halves enemy crit chance. That's pretty cool. Increases range damage reduction by 10%. That's also nice. I think we're gonna give our own guy those abilities. Quick feet. Move around an enemy without incurring attacks of opportunity as long as you don't disengage. Let's do that. That looks pretty useful. Our main character already has that. So that's good. And can you increase your spear ability? You can. The last ability is not in the demo yet, but it's gonna increase her spear damage, which is what I want. determines base damage with knives and spears, and she's nearly at a 10 there. So let's bring you up. Next one is 21 points. I'm saving my points. Did I upgrade anything? Did I do anything over here? I mean, I got 17 points. No, I think I'm going to hold on to them until I can upgrade my sword ability. That might be fine. Although, the relentless ability is quite tempting, but it's only, I mean, 5% chance. I'm not sure if it's worth it. I'd rather go for my main abilities right now before we deck out those special abilities. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think we're done here. What can we do with you? Can we give you anything? You already have that. 3 points. All of these are a little bit too expensive for us. Yeah, you can see that this is actually worth a lot. 9 SP. Quick feet. Nah, there's nothing to do in here. Okay, so we're done. I'm just gonna save so I don't have to do that again. Let's move out. We have a couple of things to do. I think the first thing that we try might be to recruit Gunnar, because he could be a valuable addition. I always wanted to have my own attack Ulf-headed Viking. Ooh, the Witch's Apprentice accosts you outside your longhouse. Ragnar, I heard you're leaving. I want to join you. Okay, why do you wish to join? She scratches her wrist. Do I really need a reason? Yeah, you kinda do. No, but if you have one, I want to hear it. Yeah, that's more polite. She scratches her wrist. It's just time to leave, you know? I owe a lot to old Holder. She's a local witch, I guess. But I've learned all I can from her, and I still don't know enough. I hear it's a big world out there. It'll be a dangerous trip. You'll have to contribute. Well, do you think there's a small chance some of you might get hurt on this really dangerous trip? You know these herbs aren't just for making people sick, right? Holder trained you as a healer? Of course, that's what witches do, you know? Sure, I'll be glad to have you on board. Why not? She smiles, and it's a proper smile for once, showing teeth and everything. She looks a bit emo. Thank you. I'll find someone to take care of Holder while we're gone. Okay, we've got another person in our herd. We're actually getting quite numerous here. What can you do? Let's just have a look at her, Ragnar. Yes, they all have sort of these descriptions, which I like. Keen to leave the village and wants to seek new knowledge in distant lands. Yeah, well, the others we've already seen. Still loving the blind as a bad thing. That's just amazing. What do you have in terms of equipment? You got a knife, or nifr, and a willow bow. Yeah, I don't have anything better for you, it would appear. A close soul, but useless in a fight, but they protect well against the elements. Well, that doesn't really help me too much. Yeah, I don't have anything that I can give her. I mean, I could give her a torch, but you know, what does that do for us? I don't. Yeah, we'll kind of have to wait until we get to Ribe to do stuff. I can't talk with these guys. Just gonna quick save. Let's talk with the other guys. I don't think he has anything more to say. No, he's done with us. He needs more equipment or stuff. What makes those raiders think they can just come down here and kill us? Well, they didn't really succeed, now did they? No, come on. Let's talk with Gunnar the Peaceful. Gunnar is still where you left him. A hog is curiously sniffing his pants. Good to see you again. Have you decided what to do with me? So I can kill him, I can exile him, and I can just hire him. Join my herd. I accept. I'm not gonna give this away, even though it is true. Then you may now consider yourself a resident of Skjern. Kettle cuts Gunnar's ropes. We'll find you a place to stay. For now, we can at least get you out of this pig pen. The Ulf-headed stretches, squeezes his wrists to get the blood flowing again, then puts out a huge hand to seal the deal. I swear before Odin to follow you wherever you ask, and serve you with my life. Okay, we've got our own attack Norseman now. Really cool. Let's just have a look at what he can do. So this is his biography. In the mountains of the north there exists a cult of warriors who call themselves the Ulfhednar. They are said to be Odin's special warriors, who wear little except the pelt of a wolf into battle and become impervious to steel or fire. Gunnar, the giant with the holy ironic byname, claims to be one of these berserkers. He led a group of raiders from the northern trade hub Kaupang to the Isle of Orkney in the west, where he had the misfortune to meet Skule's Skullcleaver. Skule convinced Gunnar to mount a raid against your village, where he and his raiders were defeated despite their undeniable prowess. Having earned his respect by besting him in battle, you gained Gunnar's pledge of allegiance. He may not be the most predictable Huskarl in your service, but one thing is certain. It is far better to have Gunnar on your side than against you. Yeah, I agree. So what does he like? He's aggressive, open-minded, greedy, and optimistic. Okay, let's have a look at the other followers. What are you? Cunning? Superstitious? Well, I think superstitious has kind of a bad ring to it. I would phrase it differently. I would say something like believer. Or something like that, just to make clear that it isn't necessarily a bad thing. Greedy, independent. Okay. Aggressive, conceited, cooperative, pessimistic. Okay. Aggressive, honorable, skeptical, independent. Okay, I see there might be some problems. Peaceful, cunning, greedy, optimistic. He's indifferent. She's pleased with me. He's indifferent. He's indifferent. She's indifferent. Yeah, I guess that might be the case. What do you have on you, my good man? A bearded axe. One step up from a tool axe. The bearded design makes it easier to use the axe in a fight. And you got a tool axe over here. And then you got a tool axe over there as well. 4 to 9, 5 to 10. I could try this for my own guy. Let's try it. Let's give him the willow bow so that he does have a ranged option. It's always nice to have a ranged option on all the guys. We could try the tool axe. So 4 to 9 and 7 to 14. Kind of would have to go down the other route, the two-handed route, to really do much damage though. Already tried the sword and board. Should I do it? I mean, all the things in here are locked. I can't do hook and slash, I can't do parry, and I can't do 1-2, so it's kind of not a thing that I really need to test out. But on the other hand, it's really cool. I like dual wielding. I could go for stun. Stun has proven quite useful. Oh, I shouldn't really. Yeah, I'm gonna try out the axe, and I'll not go for the sword and board. I'll go for the sword and axe. It's kind of cool. So yeah, let's do this. I can't give Nefia the shield because she is wielding the spear. Okay, we've got ourselves a new Hirdman. Let's just run around through the village and just have a look at how things are standing. I can't talk with you. There's a door in there. Who's in there? I want to check in on the sister of Nefia. I'm not sure if that's her house. Yeah, nice. Okay. Björk comes out of the bedroom when she hears the door open. She looks tired. Oh, Thorgrim, did Nefia ask you to come? Just wanted to see how you and your Fury are doing. That's very kind of you. My Fury is a little better today, I think, but she's still very sick. With all this trouble we've had lately, nobody has had time to go out and get more medicine for her. What sickness ails your daughter? A terrible deep cough. A slight but constant fever. My poor girl has been bedridden for weeks. Is there nothing Hulda can do? She does her best when her mind is with her. Hulda is wise, but she's limited by her age. Where do you normally get her medicine? The Gida in Ribe knows how to treat this disease. So, the holy woman in Ribe? We've tried a concoction made by her before, and it seemed to help. She buries her face in her hands. Her voice breaks up. I don't know. I just don't know anymore. Well, I'm headed there and I'll bring some medicine. Consider it done. There's a smile in her voice that her face is too tired to show. We would be in your debt if you can manage it. I gotta do this for Nefja, at the very least. Let's just see if she has something to say. Euphoria is buried under several layers of pelts. She rolls over to face you and sits up groggily when she sees who you are. Well, maybe we should not have disturbed her, I don't know. She manages a rather pale smile. Oh, hey, Thorgrim! I don't have too many female voices at my disposal. I gotta do something for it. Maybe read up on how to do more of this voice acting stuff. I really enjoy it, but I might not be very good at it, so please bear with me. Oh, hey, Thorgrim! Are you here to check up on me? That's sweet of you. How are you feeling? As if on cue, Euphoria breaks into a raw, painful cough. It takes her more than a minute to recover. I've been better, but I'm still alive. Nefja's voice is soft and full of concern. You better stay that way, little rabbit. I'll be very angry with you otherwise. Euphoria gives off a weird cough giggle. Are you trying to terrify me into getting well? Come here, you. Nefja sits carefully on the edge of her sister's bed and holds her hand. I've promised your mother I'll get you some medicine. Euphoria's voice is so soft and mild, it sounds like she's dozing off. That's very kind of you. I know she'd go herself, but she's no one else to look after me. Yeah, Mom needs to stay here and take care of you. We'll handle it. Should get some sleep. Okay, so enough intruding, but in the tradition of every crazy role-playing game hero ever, we're just gonna go and rob these poor people of everything they have, because why not? They don't have much though, but we'll try to make them pay. No, I'm not gonna take the medicine. Now, this would be too cruel. And I'm also not gonna take the herbs. Yes, I could, theoretically. Oh, they share a bed. Part of Nefja's equipment is stashed under the frame like a shameful secret. Don't be ashamed. Doing quite well. Yeah, I'm gonna leave them their herbs and their medicine. I could take it. The game doesn't punish me for it. Which it does for some people. I've seen that some stuff is considered stealing. But I guess as their thegn, I kind of can take what I want. But I really shouldn't, so I'm not going to. It would be kind of psychotic to go there and say, hey, I'm gonna get medicine for you. By the way, I'm gonna take that medicine that you have. I have no qualms about taking stuff that's just out here in the open. That's not a problem for me, though. Oh, Helmfrieder Kraxonja. He was fighting with us in the north last time. Good day, Thorgrim. Do you need anything? Preparing to mount an expedition to the west. Aye, so I've heard. I'd join you if I could, but you know how it is with my leg. Leg problems or no, we could use a man like you. I thank you, but I'd only slow you down. Anything interesting happened while I've been busy? Well, Björkdis has been wringing her hands more than usual about her daughter's illness. I reckon you might want to ask her about it, if nothing else than for Nefja's sake. And then I can talk about the weather. It's been better, it's been worse. The wife is none too happy about the cold, but I'm always glad to warm her. I should get on with it. Yeah, let's not get into that subject, dude. You do whatever you want with your wife, but leave me out of the picture. Okay, this is where we can leave the map. I'm not going to right now. Let's just have a look. Okay, there's a plant. Maybe I can collect that one. Hello, animal plant flower. Coolio. Thanks. There's nothing out here to loot. I looted most of this stuff. There are some mushrooms. Doesn't look like I can really get them. Anything in here that's interesting? Not really. Okay. Well, let's just keep to the quests that we have. So the village doesn't really extend out here. We're gonna stay inside the earthen ditch. I really like this. This is very accurate. Just a ditch and a little bit of palisade to basically keep this thing safe. This is I think, very plausible for a village like this, what they could logically have. How long until Kvedulfr is done, I wonder? Yeah, I guess she's pissed that the other guy is smithing. Or something else, maybe? Maybe it's something I'm not getting. I can't plant anything over here. There's Sigrid Romana-daughter. Well met. Is there anything I can do for you? How goes the hunt these days? Deer scarce, scarcer than usual on account of the wolves, but on the other hand, I can't lose an arrow without hitting a grouse this season, so I'm not complaining. Things will get more difficult in the spring when Kettle leaves with you. We'll have to work a little harder, Liothrel and I. So yeah, they're leaving 1/3 of their hunting force, so it's really cool to play this and sort of imagine that we are one layer below what we did in the Great Railroad, where we were sort of shifting the resources of the clan towards more hunting or towards more farming and stuff. And over here we sort of have the actual people and can see what it does to a clan if you take one of their capable hunters and all that. I really like it. Is there anything I can do to make it easier? Have you talked to your uncle about the wolves? I think he was planning to do something about them. If the wolves were gone and the deer came back, that would put us in a good spot. It's kind of foolish to ask her if she wants to join my expedition, but she should have a shot. Sigurdur shifts her weight uneasily. Would you know? Thorgrim, I'm honored by your offer, but I won't make the same mistake my mother did. She thought she could be a shield maiden and still have a family, but she was wrong. A woman must choose. I've made my decision. I haven't told anyone else this, but Liotra and I are trying for a child. I've been for some time now. I'm staying home to build a family. I wonder. Actively trying for a child. I mean, you don't have any form of contraception back in the days. Although, might not be the case. The witches might know stuff. Yeah, maybe. Giving her some bitter tea or stuff to drink. I've been thinking about getting some construction started. That's a good idea. We've evidently been sitting on our hands for too long if people like Skule think they can bring us down with petty sneak attacks. I think it's time you decide what to do about the space in front of the longhouse. Liotra and I would love to have a decent market close to home where we can sell our pelts and meats. On the other hand, it's been sort of useful as a meeting place in the past. Perhaps it could be turned into a landsmoot of our own. It would certainly send a good signal to the outlying families. Who else should I talk to about improving the village? Thorfinn, he's our carpenter, would be the most important voice to hear in this matter, I'd say. I'm sure he has some ideas. Other than that, perhaps you should ask old Hulda what she thinks. That old Borg out there could be put to better use. I'll let you know if anything comes up. Well, let's just have a look into her house. I have no qualms taking stuff from her. Because she's not ill. I mean, might not be too much of a problem here. Let's see what's in there. Nothing. Gotta change the contrast of my screen. It's very dark for me. And on the other screen where I have my recording software running, it's not as dark. Yeah, let's take that stuff. Why not? Iron. What's that? Picked up a bear hide. You gain 1 hide. Okay, I take it. Nice, thanks. And some tar. Kettle sometimes sleeps in your longhouse when Sigrid and Liotra have in need of some private time. Okay, then. Yeah, there's nothing in here, I guess. Oh yeah, there's something over there. Nope, nothing here. Ooh, nice! A steel cap helmet! Steel cap helmets require great expertise to produce, but can take a lot of punishment. Very good, I like it. Let's take it. Let's just save here. Really good. I'm having a lot more luck here. And maybe I'm just looking more closely. I'm having a lot more luck in here than when I was playing on my own. Got my shield over here. But I really want to use the tool axe. Why not? Does it change my attack, the tool axe? Not really. It might not be a thing. It might actually not be a thing. Let's go for the axe and let's go for the shield until we have some stuff going for us. I really like that they didn't put any horns on that helmet. Horns on helmets are stupid. This is a proper helmet. Very nice. Now we can press F to center the camera on our characters. That's pretty useful. I have not managed to lose track of them yet, but oh well. And we're already looking like a proper warrior now, at least in some form or fashion. This is the exit over here. That's Adalbrun Sturluson. I think he was helping with the healing when we defended the southern bridge. So that's quite nice. Let's come down here, and there's Thorfinn. Let's see what he has to say. Hello. Thorfinn is in his shop, teaching one of the boys of the village the proper use of an adze. They appear to be working on an oar. As we enter the workshop, he holds up a hand in greeting. Good work, kid. Just keep at it like that until this side is done. I have to talk to the thegn, but I'll be right back. He looks so adorable. I really like him. He stretches his back and comes over to shake your hand with a wide smile. I believe I have you and your friends to thank for returning my wife's jewelry. What can I do to repay this debt of gratitude? Yeah, I think he might be a little bit slow. Very good with his hands. On the other hand, if you can't build a boat, you're mainly doing this in your head, so I'm not sure. I'm just doing it for variety. What are you working on? Oh, I have a lot of work now, fixing and replacing all the things that were broken or stolen in the raid. Right now I'm showing little Meg and Björn how to make a new oar for his father, after the old man broke it across the back of a raider. Did we suffer a lot of damage? Oh, it seems like those bastards managed to start a lot of fires and kick in quite a lot of doors. Quedolfer is working on some replacement locks, so I'll be busy installing new doors when he's done. I'm sure you're not just here to check up on the repair work though, are you? I'm mounting an expedition and I need a new longship. He claps his hands together and flashes you a wide grin. Oh ho! Oh, my dear man, I've been waiting for you to come to me with this task, since your father's ship went with him into the afterlife. My master built that ship when I was just a young boy. I've always dreamt of completing such a project myself. That was a glorious vessel in its day, fast and durable. But I think I can build on that design and surpass my old master. What type of ship will you make? It'll be a snekja like your father's ship, a thin warship with a shallow keel. I'll put in 24 rowing benches so there's room for both your herd and some thralls. I'm not going to say this because we are going to be raiders in this case. So what do you need to build this? Well, timber first and foremost. You'll need to choose a tree that I will use to form the keel, the stems and the hull. Our nearby forest has several grand old trees that would each make for a fine ship. If you want me to undertake this project, I will meet you in the forest and help you choose a suitable tree. If I start immediately, I should be able to have your ship ready by the late spring. What kind of wood are you looking for? Carpenter strokes his beard. Let's see. Oak is the most common. It's a heavy and durable timber that would make for an intimidating vessel. Elm is a little lighter and more flexible, could be used to make a slightly broader ship to haul a lot of cargo. Or perhaps spruce would be a good choice. It's a lighter material that would produce a fast ship. I will pick particular types of lumber for the different parts of the ship to ensure that every component is made with the best possible wood, but the principal material will have a great influence on the qualities of the finished vessel. Anything else? We'll need sails soon. I'll ask Daghader and her girls what they can do. I'll need some new tools. My master's tool set is worn by age and shamefully outdated. Thorfinn's attention seems to slip off into the distance. Her husband, Kvedulfur, should be happy to help me with that. I'll need to produce a steering oar, some sort of anchor. He notices your apprehensive look at his growing list of errands. Oh, this is nothing you need to worry about. I'll make all the arrangements. Okay. I'm not gonna piss him off. I really like him, so this all sounds good. I can't wait to see what you can do. Meet me in the forest near your uncle's house when you have time, and we'll pick out some timber and get started. Okay, let's end the dialogue. Really cool. So that's the guy he's teaching currently. That's the ditch again. Good day, Thorgrim. Yeah, greet your thane. Greet your thane. Well done. Be respectful. And this looks like a ship is already set on keel. Oh, Sigurdur walks up to you at a brisk pace and stops abruptly at a respectful distance. Thorgrim, I found something you may need to deal with. What's going on? Oh, make it quick. No, come on, be nice. What's going on? As she spends most of her days roaming the countryside, Sigurdur tends to know what's happening in your lands better than anyone else. I've come across a group of travelers camping out in the forest. I can't tell if they're armed, so I thought I'd better stay clear for now. How many are there? How many are they? I saw 4 in the camp, but there was too much baggage for just the 4 of them. I think there must be 6 or 7. What colors do they wear? All sorts. Nothing that identifies them as a fighting unit. We ought to deal with this at once, I think. Sigurdur lets out a shallow breath she seems to have held in for a while, which condenses in the cold into a wispy cloud between you. Liotra and I will keep an eye on them until you get there. Sigurdur checks the knife in her belt as she turns on the spot and strides away towards the forest. Okay, very cool to have her on our side. I really like that they are sort of building up and putting a little exposition into these characters. So, sounds like we have our work cut out for us. I'm gonna end it here. We're going to go into the forest in the next episode. Trying to pick out a suitable tree. It sounds like we have to deal with some wolves there. That might be a thing that we have to do. Other than that, yeah, well, meet the uncle for the wolves. We're gonna check out these strangers that are chilling out in the woods. So, gonna try to find out what's happening over there, who they are, what they plan, if they plan anything, and yeah, lots to do. We'll get ready to sail. If you enjoyed the episode, please leave a like. If you didn't, please tell me why in the comments so I can improve. And if you want to see more of this series in the future, please consider subscribing to the channel. This is going to be the last or the end of the very quick succession of episodes that I have planned. Thought I'd get the series started by getting the first couple of episodes out there, and now we're going to settle into a little bit of a more mellow pace and maybe do 1 episode per day, just because I have some other series as well and I don't want to put them on hold. Lots of new releases coming out, but I really enjoy recording this, so this is going to be on the channel for some time. So hope you join me next time for our trip into the woods. Thanks and bye bye.